Signs she wants you to touch her. When you're thinking about how to flirt with a woman, it's important to know how to touch a woman correctly. This means knowing where to touch women and how to read the signs she wants you to touch her. Touch is magical. It builds attraction like crazy and makes a relationship exciting. When you understand how to know if she likes you and wants your touch, dating becomes much less stressful and incredibly fun. You're about to discover 7 signs she wants you to touch her. These are clear signs she likes you that every man should know. Are you ready to be in on these secrets? Let's dive in. Hello, my wonderful friend. Get ready to uncover 7 signs she wants you to touch her. These are some of the clearest signs a woman likes you. When you're thinking about how to flirt with a girl or get her to fall for you, you must understand how to touch a woman correctly. This includes knowing where to touch a woman and the signs she wants you to touch her. Can you imagine how terribly awkward it'd be if you thought she liked you and it was a good idea to touch her, but instead, it creeped her out? That'd be a nightmare, wouldn't it? That's the last thing you want. But knowing how to read the signs she wants you to touch her makes dating and relationships much less stressful and more exciting and enjoyable. So to learn the 7 signs that she wants you to touch her, make sure you stay with me until the end. Each woman is a little different, so each woman will show different signs. So you must know what each of these signs is. As we dive in, welcome. I'm a Christian dating coach for men and the creator of Attracting Lasting Love Academy. I'm your go-to source to learn how to find the love of your life and make her fall so hopelessly in love with you that you get to wake up next to her every day for the rest of your life. Because what I teach is based on science, you'll learn the most effective strategies that help you go from having no idea why you're not married yet to coming home to a shower of kisses every day. Okay, let's talk about touch. But we need to get some things out of the way first. Moving forward, we are going to assume that you're only going to touch her appropriately, okay? That should be common knowledge, but just in case, I needed to say it. With that, let's get started with the first sign she wants you to touch her. 1. She bumps into you. Sign number 1 is that she bumps into you. Now, this can often be a playful bump, like when she's teasing you or you're walking side by side, and she kinda bumps into you. Or it could be by accident. If you notice she brushes past you or bumps into you when walking past you, there's a good chance she doesn't even know she's doing it. But it's because she's thinking about you, and she's clearly okay with touch, which is a great sign she wants you to touch her and wants to be close to you. 2. She touches your arm. The second sign a girl wants you to touch her is if she touches your arm. This can be a playful push, or she could just bump into you. Or maybe she'll push your shoulder. Each girl is a little different, but if she gives you a playful push, that's a good sign. Again, she's breaking the touch barrier, letting you know it's appropriate, and she wants you to break that barrier too. But she's also thinking, hey, is he okay if I touch him? Because he's cute and I wanna touch his arm. Yes, girls think about your arms, and they want to touch them. Just putting that out there. 3. She leans in. The third sign a girl wants you to touch her is if she leans in when you're close. Maybe if you're standing close and talking and she leans in, or she may even lean in, lean back, lean in, and lean back. Or if you're sitting next to each other and she kind of tends to lean in when you're talking, those are great signs she's comfortable and likes being close to you. Now, on the flip side, if she tries to stay as far away as possible, that's the opposite of what you want. So looking for a little bit of a lean is a good sign. 4. She sits close to you. The fourth sign a girl wants you to touch her is that she sits close to you or maybe even leans up against you a little bit when sitting next to each other. This is a common thing to do when you're starting to get to know each other. It often happens without realizing it. You sit next to each other and happen to sit close because you think each other is cute. And if she is sitting close to you, that means she is okay with your touch, and it can be a sign she'd even like more. 5. She gets close to you. The next sign she wants you to touch her is that she gets close to you. Not every woman will be comfortable touching you, especially if she doesn't know you very well. But if she gets in your personal bubble space a little bit, not in an intrusive way, but if she gets close to you, that is a really key sign. This is similar to leaning in. But if you notice she happens to be close to you, especially if that is not something she does with others, that is a key sign, particularly if she is a little bit shy. 6. She makes obvious contact. My next sign she wants you to touch her is that she actually touches you. And yes, we've gone over some ways where she will do that up to this point, but I mean even further. For instance, maybe she gives you a hug every time she sees you, or maybe your hands brush up against each other when she is handing you something. Let us say she is showing you something on her phone, or you're showing her, and you let your hands overlap, and nobody moves them. Things like that. If she is actively touching you, it's a good sign she wants to touch you, and she wants you to touch her. Another example is if she places her hand on your arm or something when talking to you. Or if she comes up behind you and puts her hand on your shoulder or your arm so she can talk to you and leaves it there for a while. If you notice that there are ways she is touching you, it's a remarkable sign she is good with the touch. 7. She responds positively. And our next sign she wants you to touch her is that she responds very positively when you do touch her. If you're wondering if you're seeing signs she wants you to touch her, just start trying things, like sitting close to her, leaning in, or putting your hand on her arm. Try a couple of those and notice how she responds. If she responds positively, smiles big, and blushes, these are all fabulous indications she loves that you just touched her. If she is acting excited and happy that you touched her, it's probably because she is. With that in mind, there is an important question you must know the answer to. Do you know the science-based way to find and attract the love of your life? Do you know that? Every moment you don't know this, you're missing out on magical experiences with your dream girl. And if you're not careful, you can miss her altogether because you're not prepared. I'd hate for that to happen. Wouldn't you? Watch my free masterclass and discover what these science-based, powerful strategies are so you can find your sweet, feminine dream girl, capture her heart, and make her want to spend her life by your side. Discover now the strategies that help guarantee your ultimate success in love.